guys, my name is Anna. Today I'm gonna be making some fried rice for me and my 2 children. While I talk about how my product inside challenges conventions and represents social groups and issues.
First, you're going to want to make sure you start off in a nice and clean area. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to cut up half of an onion, and in this clip you see right here I'm crying because the onion got to my eyes.
So now I have all my onion cut up, and now I'm gonna cut my tomato, and alongside the tomato I'm gonna cut more veggies, which are
Okay, so I'm gonna just do a quick little voiceover. So one of the ways that our movie challenges conventions is by kind of twisting on what people normally see when you see a thriller movie. So one of the ways we do this is by making the stalker a woman. In most of the thriller films, the threat is almost always a man, so audiences are used to seeing and associating danger with male characters. When we change this, we ask viewers to rethink who they consider a threat and as to why they consider them a threat. This choice is something that we thought connected to real social issues because women are always thought of to be less capable of danger, less capable of harm and violence, which can result to them being ignored or not taken as serious. By showing this female stalker, we challenge that stereotype and we remind the audience that anyone can be a predator regardless of their gender. We also chose not to show the stalker's face as clear as we did our main character because it makes them feel less like a specific person and more like an idea of a presence. It also reflects how stalking feels in real life because you may not always know who is watching you, but you can feel them there. This also helped us create that sense of fear for our thriller genre. Alas, the victim is also shown alone for most of the movie, which represents how isolating stalking can be. We also tried to keep our dialogue at a minimum because of that. We wanted that to create that tension of being alone but also having to trust your gut at moments. And it shows how people that experience being stalked often feel like they have no one to turn to or that they won't be believed. So instead of focusing on violence, we decided that our film should focus on tension and psychological fear, which makes it more realistic. Overall, the movie challenges typical thriller conventions while addressing social issues like gender stereotypes, power, and fear.
So I just finished cutting up the tomato. Now I'm gonna cut up a little bit of cilantro just to add that because I don't have green onion, and that's how I make my fried rice. Who's gonna stop me? Right, so I just checked, I don't have cilantro. I'm just gonna do peppers instead, like a little bit of green pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and start making the rice. Normally you're supposed to use a day-old rice, but I don't have that, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we have.
Once you have your vegetables cut up, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna get other essential ingredients like rice. I use about a cup. You're gonna get 3 eggs, ham, and some slices of bacon. Once again, here are my hungry children ready to eat. You're gonna go ahead and slice up that ham and slice up 2 slices of bacon.
Now that I have finished cutting everything up, I'm gonna go ahead and put it outside in a pan.
Right, so in the following clips, you're just gonna watch me put all the ingredients into the pan together. Right, so another convention that my group and I wanted to challenge with our film inside is that we wanted to challenge the idea that home is always going to be this safe place. Most people see their home as where they're most protected and where they can be most vulnerable. So we decided to flip that by having the main character be kidnapped inside her own house. This makes her fear feel more personal and uncomfortable with the viewers because it suggests that even the places we trust the most can be vulnerable. It allows us to surprise the audience and tap into a deeper, more realistic fear. And it also brings up what we wanted our film to convey. We want people to be aware of their social surroundings. Unfortunately, alongside cooking comes that duty of having to clean that mess up. So here you just see that beautiful transformation. I always love looking at it. And yeah, well, here's my final result of my fried rice.